Mindset is everything. Somebody say, mindset is everything.
Mindset is everything.
So patience, diligence, the fight for your mind is real because watch this. Your mind is the best soil on planet Earth. Write that down. My mind is the best soil on planet Earth, and there's a fight for my mind. And you are not to be ruled by your mind. You are supposed to rule your mind. In other words, you're not supposed to let your mind dictate to you what to do. You're supposed to tell your mind, this is what we're going to do. Right. Possess ye your soul. Have you ever noticed when you led by your emotions, you make permanent decisions in a temporary situation? Right. And then you have to live with the consequences for years? That baby at 14, I had to deal with that forever, to this day. So your mind is the best soil on planet Earth because it is not defined by climate. Your mind is not defined by climate. Your mind is defined by what you allow to be seeded into it. You have absolute control of what goes into your mind. Through your eye gate, your ear gate. Talk to me, somebody. Am I right about it? Every issue I've ever had in my life was all about how I thought. So a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Your outer life is a direct reflection of your inward thinking. Nobody else is controlling the madness that is going on in your life. Just like nobody can take credit for the victory but God in your life because you've made a conscious decision to take on the mind of Christ. It's all about choice. It's the one place on planet Earth that is not controlled by climate. So no matter where you are in your life, you can change the season of your life by changing how you think. You don't like the life you have, all you got to do is change how you think, sow some different seed, and you can turn your life around. I thought I had better help up in here than that. I hate the kind of money I'm making. Think differently. I told y'all before, I'm corporately unemployable because of how I think. I'm at a place now that I understand this dominion mandate from Genesis 1:26 when he said, let us make man in our own image and likeness and let them have dominion over the earth. And he begins to describe the things that we're having dominion over. Most of us, we have our dominion misdirected because we spend so much time trying to control people and we never get any self-control. The word dominion is rada in the Hebrew, which means to rule, to control, to govern, to master, manage, and to lead. That he is giving you dominion to rule, to control, to master, to manage, and to lead. Not other people, but your own life. Right. That's why I can't work for somebody because can't nobody tell me what I'm worth anymore. I know I'm not going to get too many because see, when you still have the mindset that other people define your worth, you will go to a job and you don't have to because God has already given you the potential. He's put the things into you that you can do what you're doing for somebody else for yourself. Amen. Again, I'm talking to the wrong people, man. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I'm corporately unemployable. If I can make 500 in an hour, why would I take 15? And I'm telling you, I already know this type of, watch this, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna build you back up in a second. This type of teaching is offensive to people who are programmed and still have a slave mindset. Yes. We were created to control, not be controlled. Hello? You got to understand spiritual warfare take place in your mind. Somebody say spiritual warfare take place in your mind. Say take place in your mind. Watch this. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, right? Okay, maybe they ain't going to get there with me. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the what? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnivorous, which means fleshly, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Strongholds. Shout strongholds. Shout strongholds. Come on. Strongholds are mindsets that are resistant to change. You know how you think needs to change, but there's a resistance that's built in because you got to remember, in your flesh dwells what? No good thing. Your flesh wants the things of the world. So it's built into you already to resist the things that could change your life if you think differently. Like, for everybody in this room, no matter what age you are, it's not too late to change the course of your life. Amen. Proverbs 4:23, it talks about how guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life. I believe the NIV says, put the NIV up. Watch what it says. Watch what it says. I love the NIV of it. It says, above all else, guard your heart, for it's the wellspring of life. Now, the New Living Translation is going to keep it so clear that if you miss it, you wanted to miss it. Put it out. Guard your heart above all else, for it determines what? The course of your life. You are actually right where you are because of how you think. Remember, your heart is your nefesh, your soul, your mind, your will, your emotion, your intellect, and your imagination. You're like, oh, I hate where I'm at. How did I get here? You thought you were there.